This is a must win for one of the teams playing today, and we are looking at a preview of Fulham versus Manchester United. It is going to be a tough one. We have seen how tough they can be in the last Fulham FA Cup that we played against them. They defeated Manchester United in that game, and truly, this is going to be a tough team. One thing we know about Fulham is that Marco Silva is going to set them up in a way that they are going to be very compact and using transitional play to absolutely devastate their opponents. Manchester United need to be ready for this, but that's what we are doing today. We are going to be talking about every single aspect, every single angle, and all the narratives that you need to understand before going into this game. So without further ado, let's hit that like button, hit that follow button, and let's get this party started. Let's go. Context and the stakes of this particular game is that Fulham started the season with a 1-1 draw against Brighton, which was rescued late by Rodrigo Muniz. Now they have gone 3 straight home games without a win and have conceded 7 in that run. United, you may ask, a frustrating 1-0 loss to Arsenal despite having more shots and more possession. Ruben Amorim is still looking to find his first statement win on the road. Both teams want to make a statement, but only one can leave with momentum, and that is where things are going to get heated for these two sides. Now, the head-to-head history is something that we need to cover. Absolutely. 27 meetings, United winning 20 of them, Fulham winning 3 of them, and then drawing 4 draws. 4 games were ended in a draw. Fulham's last home win against United was in December 2009. Think about how different football was back then. Mind-blowing, I know. But last season, United edged both league fixtures 1-0. But Fulham got their leg back after knocking United out of the FA Cup on penalties in March. That is the psychological card that Marco Silva is going to be playing for his side when they are ready for Manchester United at the Craven Cottage. Now let's look at the tactical breakdown, because that's one thing I love the most when it comes to football. Fulham are going to start with a 4-2-3-1 formation. And in that formation, you're going to be seeing, hopefully, Craven Cottage possibly filling in that left-back position. United could overload that flank with Amad Diallo and Bryan Mbeumo drifting wide and stuff like that. In this situation, you're going to be seeing quick transitional play from Alex Iwobi and Josh King, aiming to exploit a risky or any risky passes from Manchester United's midfield too. Muniz offers a mobility and pressing intensity that Raul Jimenez could be trouble for United's build-up play. We have seen Manchester United try to build up from the back. The idea of having the 2 in the middle and then spreading the defense wide is something that would work and worked very well for Man United against Arsenal. But the question is it going to work against Fulham? That is what we are going to find out. Now for Manchester United, it's quite simple. Manchester United are going to be playing the 3-4-2-1, which would then morph into a 3-2-5 in possession. New signing Benjamin Sesko is likely to start with the area outlet capable of pinning defenders and linking with Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. That is definitely something that we need in that system, especially playing against Fulham, which is a team that is going to let us have the ball. But the truth about it is that they have really good defenders. Craven Cottage is a man that has been eating apple, is a man that has been eating pounded yam, if you get me. But we need to absolutely have somebody to nullify that threat, nullify that ability of Craven Cottage to boss any big threat or any threat coming aerially. We need somebody like Benjamin Sesko, and that is the reason why we brought him. And then you look at the midfield for Manchester United. Midfield pressing, cut off Fulham's supply to the midfield force turnovers high, and then you look at the chance creation is to target the space behind Calvin Bassey and using overlapping runs. So the likes of Brian Mbeumo, the likes of Amad Diallo, Mateus Cunha, and Patrick Dogu would absolutely be key in this situation. Absolutely be key. Now the key battles in this situation is definitely going to be Muniz versus De Ligt or Lenny Euro, because that is basically power and positioning. It's basically power versus positioning. Whoever wins that battle is probably going to win the day. And then you look at in the midfield, you're looking at Bruno Fernandes versus the midfield for, I think it's Lukic, if I'm not mistaken. If Bruno can pocket Lukic, United will dominate. If Bruno can be able to keep the game ticking, if he can be able to make sure that we get the balls to our number 10s, we get the balls to Benjamin Šeško, we will absolutely win this game. And of course, having Bassey versus Brian Mbeumo, this absolutely could decide the game. In my mind, it could decide the game, and it's something that would absolutely be crucial for Manchester United. Now let's get into what you guys have been waiting for. It's the predictions. The lineup for me is going to be Andre Onana. It's going to be the return of our number one, our goalkeeper, Andre Onana. And then in the back three, you're going to be having Lenny Yoro, De Ligt and Luke Shaw. This is going to be a back three that we used against Arsenal. They did not put a foot wrong. And that is why I believe both three of them are going to be starting again. And then in that lineup, you are then in the wing back, I think you would have the likes of Amad Diallo, Casemiro, Bruno and Dogu. And following that, you in the number 10s, you're going to be having Brano Mbeumo, Mateus Cunha, and finally, the first start of his Manchester United career, Benjamin Šeško. That will be the situation. That is my lineup. That is my starting 11 for Manchester United. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. This is going to be a good one. Now for the closing, just so you guys can understand this clearly. Fulham will believe that they can hurt United. Nobody coming into this season would not believe that they can hurt United. They have done it before. If United can be ruthless in the final third, especially targeting the left-hand side, it could be a night that Amorim's away form narrative all the way flips. You understand? All the way flips. Who's taking the points? That's the question that I want you guys to answer down in the comments. Who is taking the points? Is it the guys from Craven Cottage or the Red Devils? Drop your prediction down below. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because what we do here on Pillar Sports is build angles, bring you things that a lot of people are not talking about. It is a place where you get straight up non-toxic content. Manchester United fully sports in general. We talk about football, we talk about boxing, we talk about every single thing that is trending when it comes to the sports of world, and we bring you documentaries and literally things that people are not talking about. So hit that subscribe button. I can promise you that it will be worth it. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.